Hi, thanks for coming to the talk, and thanks to the FE conference organizers for inviting this brief pitch on setting up an African Ecological Forecasting Initiative chapter. Why an FE for Africa? Well, essentially, we often have global biodiversity products or environmental products that inform decision-making across the world, but they're typically developed in the global north. And often if you zoom into your backyard, especially in Africa, you'll find they're not very accurate once you get there. This is just an example from Global Forest Watch, looking at forest tree cover loss and gain. And if I look at my backyard in the Cape Floristic region of South Africa, there's absolute carnage happening to the forests here. But if you know the region, you'd know that it's actually a fire-dependent shrubland and there isn't much forest at all. So this is all natural ecosystem, post-fire recovery cycles and fire events. And so you need that local knowledge in the interpretation of these products. But ideally, you would need you would include that local knowledge in the development of these products. And while often Africans are included as stakeholders in some of these things, although not that often, unfortunately, we really need Africans holding the reins, engaging with the models, understanding how the models work. This is really key because decision makers here get provided these kinds of tools, but they have no basis on which to trust them. They don't know anyone who understands them, and they certainly don't know anyone that they trust who understands them. So if we can have more well-equipped scientists with kind of forecasting skills in Africa, then that's very valuable for helping influence decisions with evidence. Other good reasons, well, everyone else is getting one, and we would like Africa to keep up with the rest of the pack. We also have a lot of data that Africans contribute to the global databases like GBIF and others, but we really just need the skills and the resources to make the most of them. This is the globe from the south, Africa, South America, Australia. Unfortunately, Africa is lagging behind in most of these databases, but I think if we can show the value of our data to our own decision makers, then we'd probably get better investment in data collection in Africa. So I think that the two go hand in hand. So what have we done so far? We've set up a call for expressions of interest and a Google form, essentially. We've been talking to lots of people trying to promote the idea. So follow this link or this QR code and sign up if you're interested. We have lots of excuses about why we haven't made that much progress so far, but hopefully this will kickstart us getting there much faster. So we hope to have our first meeting in the next couple of weeks once you guys have signed up. And I'll get back to this slide again in a minute. Interest so far, 11 from Africa. Fortunately, some from outside of South Africa. South Africa is comparatively, relatively well-resourced relative to the rest of Africa. So it's nice to see other African countries keen to get involved. That really is the goal here, is to try and build a stronger African research community around this. We've also had great interest from others across the world, especially in North America. Of these, a few are working in Africa, and some are actually African, just working there. But we're really keen for for people to be involved from across the world, because that's our opportunity to tax you for your skills and have you come and give seminars for us and that kind of thing, and really help us develop the community here. Obviously, there's also great international research collaboration opportunities. Of those who've signed up so far, the majority are faculty members, academics, quite a few non-academic researchers based at conservation agencies or NGOs and the like, a few decision makers too, which is very encouraging, and then some students and postdocs. Most would like to become members, which is great. Some are just keen to kind of be kept in the loop. And then quite a few are keen to help organize, run, or lead the chapter, which is encouraging because I don't really want to do this on my own. So this is great to see. But yes, generally a great willingness to contribute skills, especially from those outside Africa, and much interest in research collaboration. So we're already achieving the goals we're aiming to achieve. So that's very exciting. Where to from here? By all means, please sign up. I will start a doodle poll or similar in the next couple of weeks to get our kickoff meeting started. And that meeting really is going to be about what model this should take and how we're going to kickstart the initiative. We're not claiming ownership of this. I just really want to see it happen. So I think everything is open for suggestion in that meeting. Thank you very much.